Hey guys, I'm Thor at Rossmönster, and this is our brand new 2026 Baja Plus. Hey guys, so this is our 2026 Baja Plus model. This is actually our demo, so we're going to be running this over the next year, going to shows, going to dealerships, and really showing people what Rossmönster can create. I know a lot of you guys have seen these videos, but we'll run through all the standard accessories that we have on these vehicles. At the top, we have the Baja Designs LED. As we move down, we have the buck stop bumper. This is standard for the Ford. We build on the 5500 and the 550. For the Ford, the buck stop is standard with a 20,000 pound come up winch. As we move over to the side of the vehicle, we have 41-inch tires. The ones that we're putting on standard right now are the petless tires. We're really excited about these. They drive amazing, less wind noise, and in general, just a little bit quieter of a tire for how big they are. Through the rear of the vehicle, we have electric side steps. These are really nice as this vehicle is fairly tall. You get the side steps on the side. As we move further back, we have our MaxTrax table. You can fit 4 MaxTrax on here. That's what I have. And then they have the table. For this video, the suspension's completely up, which is kind of cool, but it sits about 4 inches lower as it sits standard. Moving to the back here, we have our 2 legacy boxes and full-size spare tire. We've opted for this because this is actually my personal demo, and I'm a big mountain biker, so as you can see, we also have the bars and the one-up bike racks. This is really cool. They sit pretty high off the ground. We actually use a ladder to get them down. It keeps them safe up there. And then on this side, I have all my mountain biking stuff, and on this side, actually, I carry a Howe propane fire pit and a 20-pound propane tank, which is really cool. We live in Colorado. There's constantly burn bans, and it's really cool to be able to have a propane fire pit with us at all times. Right underneath the truck here is something that we've been putting on our trucks for a couple of years now, and it's something that has really changed the game in the off-road industry, and it's the liquid spring suspension. This suspension is 100% hydraulic. It gives us the ability to change our ride height. It helps us self-level. And it also adapts to the road 1,000 times a second. So as you're going into a corner, it'll increase the suspension on one side and really give you a level ride. Along with when you're off-road, it really helps you adapt to what roads you're on, whether it be dirt or like true 4x4ing. This system is really cool, and it's something that is standard for our Baja Plus. As we move inside, I'll show you guys some of the things that I actually personally bring with me when I'm full-time living in this vehicle. I'm actually about to head out on a 4-week trip, and I have everything packed, ready to go. So welcome to the Baja Plus. The first thing you'll notice is it's really wide and spacious. Compared to a traditional Sprinter build, the benefit that we have with our Bajas is that we make this fiberglass shell, which gives us the ability to give us a lot of space. So it's around 9 to 10 inches wider than a traditional Sprinter. What you'll notice with the floors is we have the Inhabit mats in here. They've been making mats for vans for several years, and I've ran them in my vans, and we've brought them to the Bajas and all of our modeled vehicles. It's so awesome. They're waterproof. You can pull them out of the vehicle, you can pressure wash them and put them right back in. And it also gives you that feeling of really being homey, while also giving you the ability to like really clean your unit really quickly, which is super cool. As we move over here, we have them for the countertop. I like them on this countertop. Feels really good. We travel with an espresso maker. That is ironically one of our non-negotiables. We love coffee, and it's super cool to be able to just put that in a cabinet and have the espresso machine. As we move down, we've shown this in some other videos. This is actually kind of new for us. It's a nice big fridge freezer combo. A lot of people are asking for a larger fridge space. We got our French fries in here. And so we have fridge and freezer, and the freezer space is quite large. We love to have that, and people seem really enjoy it. As we move over, we have our Breville microwave oven, air fryer combi. This is super cool. You can do anything from reheat, leftover food, to also make cinnamon rolls. That's our show special, is the cinnamon rolls. So come on and ask us for it if you ever see us at a show. And then obviously we have our 2 induction cooktops. What we use for the induction is the magma pots. They're super cool. It's nice. They fit. There's 7 pots in here with 2 handles. You can kind of switch the handles back and forth. And they're nice kitchen grade pots and pans, which is really nice, dual ply, all the good stuff, and that should last a really long time. We notice like a lot of camp stuff doesn't last super long, and those magma pots are awesome. We've been running them for a really long time. This is also actually from Inhabit. It's a full 2-person utensil insert that actually we make for the Baja Trail and the Sky and the Haven. We make it for all of our vehicles. It's really cool. These are super, super nice, like Japanese shun knives. They make these in Japan. They're amazing. We have our Snow Peak plates, and we have bowls right underneath. They're still in the packaging, which is hilarious. And then we have our knives, forks, spoons, salt and pepper shakers, and some coffee mugs. And then this for when you're opening up your wine bottles. Super cool. Love this. I've had this in several units over the past few years, and we're really excited to partner with Inhabit and have their full suite of products. This is definitely like my favorite part about this vehicle, so I'm super excited. I've known those guys for a while, and they make some really, really good products. So something we've done a little bit different than the Baja Pluses in the past, all the 2026s and moving forward, we got rid of the pedestal mount. We had that here, and it was really cool, but it made it a little difficult to get in and out. And we use these units, so these are the things that we use, we test, and we iterate. So now you have the option for 1 or 2 tables that you can use for dining. And then it also opens up this space to be able to put shoes and other miscellaneous items underneath here that previously we couldn't because of that pedestal. And it really just opens up the space to where I can kind of sit down here. We can have multiple people over here, and we can really just completely get rid of the table if we wanted to. So it helps make this space a lot more modular. Something else about this space is you can turn it into a bed. So we have 3 beds in here. We have an over cab bed, we have the rooftop tent, and then this also turns into almost queen size bed. I think it's technically a full, but it's the same length as the over cab bed, which is really cool. So these are hard backed cushions back here, so they'll just sit right here. The table will move away, and then you have a nice bed for the winter. In the summer months or fall or spring, we're camping in the tent. It's really cool, pretty high off the ground, and gives you a different vantage point in this vehicle. So the other part about this is you'll notice is we have 270-degree windows, really large windows. These are real glass dual pane windows, which is really cool. It really gives you the ability to feel and experience nature even in inclement weather. Yeah, so the benefit of these glass windows is they are dual pane. A lot of other people in the industry use single pane windows still. We're big fans of the dual pane windows. They provide a ton of insulation value. On top of that, we have our snaps right here that actually have blackout window covers. You can also just roll them up. You don't have to take them down, but in days like today, we like to just take all our window covers down. And window covers are also insulated, so you can really take this vehicle to kind of crazy temperatures. Last year, or this past spring, we ended up having to go on a trip, and it was like negative 20 degrees on the way out through Vail. We camped right outside of Vail, and we were nice and cozy in here and had no problem. So that was really cool. So on the other side of the vehicle, we have our sink and countertop space on this side. The Baja Plus has 65 gallons, 40 of that's interior, and then 25 is exterior. So in the winter, you're primarily going to use your 40-gallon interior tank. In the spring, fall, summer, you'll be using your full 65 gallons. The reason that's 25 on the outside is because we seat this box really, really low to the frame. Lower than pretty much everybody else. The benefit there is the drivability of these vehicles is unmatched. The downside is there's not a lot of storage on the interior, like storage boxes. They're all going to be on the exterior, and the only way we're going to get to increase that water is to put it on the exterior of the vehicle. But we do try to retain as much of the insulation and usability in the winter, so that's why you still have your 40 gallons interior. And then it goes to the shower with the on-demand hot water diesel-fired heater, and then you also have on-demand hot water for the shower. This shower, we have a cassette tank. This cassette tank toilet, we really like. You don't have to deal with any corrugated hoses. If you really don't like a cassette tank, we can do kind of whatever toilet you want. We understand that that's a touchy subject, and we're not here to tell somebody that they can't have something. So, but our go-to is the cassette. Most people enjoy that. It's the thing that you have to deal with the least amount. As we move, also we have our mirror. I think that's super cool. It's impressive how many vehicles don't have mirrors. All of us, or a lot of us, have wives here, and all of them want the mirrors, so we make sure we provide that with all of our vehicles. As we move back here, there's this cabinet actually a lot of people miss, which is kind of cool. We have a nice shoe closet. I keep in here my Dyson. We have some shoes, some boots. It's not completely full yet, but it's really cool. That closet provides a lot of really useful value in terms of just cleaning supplies and shoes. The other part of it is it gives you the ability to access your actuator if you ever have to. The thought process on all of our vehicles is that if you really need to, you can service it yourself. We obviously have a nationwide dealer network, and I would leverage those dealers as best as possible. But when you're in the middle of nowhere using your vehicle the way it should be used, you need to be able to access all of the different areas of the vehicle just in case. And then as we go over, we have the cab over bed. This is what I call kind of a super queen. The length is longer than any queen, but the width is about the same. You have your nice skylight over the bed. You have your windows in the front, and then a lot of people don't know this. Those two aren't windows, they're actually storage, and it's full pass-through storage, which is really cool. You can store a ton of stuff that maybe you don't need all the time. For me, it's diapers and wipes and extra pillows. So we have like 4 extra pillows and diapers and wipes back there. The skylight also has a bug screen and a blackout screen right there that you can just pull across, giving you the ability to not be bothered in the middle of the night if some light turns on a street or something like that. And then we have our reading lights over here. These reading lights are USB-C on the rear, so you actually can also charge your phone from them. And just little things that I really appreciate from us. We have a 110 outlet right here. All of our 110 outlets also have 2 USB-A's and 1 USB-C. So you don't always, like if you don't have a block, you can just plug in using the cord that you have. And it's situated right next to the bed. That's something like, again, we just use these vehicles. The things that kind of irk us, we immediately change, and we make sure that it doesn't irk everybody else. As you can see right here, we're looking at our pass-through. This is a pretty large pass-through for the industry. We do our best to make it as big as possible. What's really cool about this, and just in general in the Bajas, is that you have nice flat floors right there. So for us, our use case for this most of the time is actually for dogs. When we're in the actual back of the house, it's nice to give the dogs a dog bed and them not be all over us trampling all over them, I guess. And then it's really nice in busy traffic when you're just at a standstill. The kids can go back, grab some food, come back up. And then in general, it's just really nice to have. It's just a safety factor of not having to get out of your vehicle to start it and drive away. You can just move up there, start the vehicle, and drive away as fast as you want. So a few things that really make the difference in our vehicles is all of our vehicles have in-floor heat. That's super cool, especially when it comes to insulation. Just in general, when you have your heater going, you have forced air that's being forced through the cabin, but you also have ambient heat through the floor. That really makes a difference in keeping your unit warm in crazy cold temperatures. And then the other part is our beds. Our beds are the most comfortable bed in the industry. I will argue that all day long. These beds are super cool. We work with a really cool company named Thor. They make custom inserts for us. They make custom bed sizes. You kind of just tell them what you want and they'll do it. And it's probably the best night's sleep I've ever had in an RV.